If you want to see me use the NYX Ignite palette for the first time, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène with another video. I am going to use this bad boy today. This is the Ignite palette from NYX, and let me show you what she looks like. There we go. Very nice, right? All right, so here's the deal. I have actually tried this palette before, and I recorded it, and it was an absolute disaster. Because I did one eye and then, because I usually do that now, I do one eye and then I do the other eye off camera and I come back. When I did my other eye off camera, I mixed up two colors and it turned out different. And then I tried to do the worst thing possible. I tried to fix it. It did not go well. And I just decided to trash the video. So I am actually, this is I guess you could say my second impression, but given that I did not finish a look and that I had a mistake, I don't want to leave it as is, so I am filming for you today my first impression on video that I'm going to publish. So hopefully that works. If you're wondering what the heck is going on with my hair, I just washed it and I put a Bumble and Bumble curl gel in it and to get some of my natural waves. So it is drying right now, so don't mind it. It's just doing its thing. My face is primed and ready to go. So I have all of my skincare. I have my BB cream and my powders, bronzer, blush, highlight, brows are done. And if you want to see what I wear, it is all in the description box below. I am doing a focus on NYX. If you have not seen that intro, I will post it right here. I am trying to use as much NYX products as I have during this brand new focus. And of course, these are NYX palettes. I have the Ignite and I also have the Grind. If you want to see swatches for those two palettes, I will also put them right here. So let's get right into it. In looking at the palette, I am really interested in using the purples and pinks. So I am thinking of using, okay, I think I'm going to use this one right here and then these shadows over here. So those are the four shadows I will be using. Let's see here. I'm going to put a base down. Going to use a fluffy brush and I'm going to put this as my base. Now I did put on NYX eyeshadow, the eyeshadow base in 03, and I did set it with my Smashbox Matte Exposure palette, the shade Vanilla and Drizzle, if you're wondering what's already on my eye. It's all going to get covered up, no big deal, so let's go right into it. So just packing on some color on my brush, and I'm going to go right into the crease. And forgive my paranoia, but I'm going to do both eyes at the same time this time, just because, I don't know, once burnt, twice shy. But it's a palette that's really easy to use, so based on what I've seen. So I'm pretty sure it's going to be a quick go here. And you know what? As I was doing that first look that went to crap, I had a feeling that something wasn't quite right with the second eye as I was doing it off camera. But I picked up on it so late. And I think that would have been okay if I just went back on camera with the two eyes slightly different. But I decided to fix it. Why did I try to decide to fix it? I mean, I would have had just two slightly different looks, right? Not a big deal. For the future, I will just commit if I use the wrong color and then you'll see some slightly different looks. Lesson learned. Okay, so I've got a little bit more color on the one eye. I'm just going to even it out here. To be truthful, it is a lot easier to do both eyes at the same time. What I might do is just keep on going back and forth, and I might just speed up on this eye so that you don't have to see everything unless I have something interesting to say. I'll just keep that slowed down. All right, so I've got my first color, and this was this one, the first one on the third row. I really dislike the fact that there are no names on this palette. Probably one of the reasons I made the mistake, because I always depend on the names so much that this is one of the first palettes that I have that doesn't have any names on the shadows, or no names period, not on a plastic, not on the palette, nothing. Okay, so I'm done with my complaining. I like this look so far, and I just used a big fluffy brush, nothing complicated about that. All right, so I'm going to switch over to, going to go to a more precise crease brush. Those are the two crease brushes I use every time. I'm sure you're bored of hearing me talk about it. And I'm going to go into the deeper color right there, into the crease and upper crease is where I'm going to put that. I wouldn't call this color patchy, but it does, if you have any texture on your eyelid, it is showing it very clearly. Okay, get the other eye done. Okay, I don't mind this look so far. I think it looks pretty good. I'm probably going to take that deeper crease color and mimic it on my lower lash line later. I like it. Okay, so this is good. This is good. Now, I was talking about that really reflective color. And let me just see if I can find a partner for it. Oh, yeah. Oh, have I ever. Okay. All right, so I am going to be taking, just going to make sure, okay, I'm going to be taking this flatter shadow brush. I'm going to be going in with this color, right, hopefully I'm not blinding you, this color right here. Last one on the second row, and I'm going to be going on the outer lid. And then I'm going to use that really shimmery one I showed at the beginning on the inner lid. Oh yeah. I'm so happy that I refilmed this because I actually like this look better than the first one that I was attempting to film. So there we go. So I guess I am cheating and it's a second impression, but because I have obviously learned something from the first experience. Okay, I'm going to go in with my finger and just pack on some more of that shadow because the finger just does such a good job of bringing the color to its full potential. I like that very much. Okay, let me just do the other eye now. I realize not everybody likes to use their fingers, so I'm showing with the brush first, but if I'm just doing makeup for myself, I might even just go in straight with the finger and not even use a brush. To each his own, right? And of course it depends on your nail situation. You might not be able to go in with your finger. I think this looks really good. The only thing I don't like is I don't like the fact what I've done on the inner eye here. I think I'm going to very lightly take that light color again, the first color I started with, and just bring it up to the brow line. Started doing that not that long ago. It's a Lauren May Beauty kind of a take and approach to makeup that I really am enjoying. I just find it softens up the inner eye, the inner lid, and just kind of brings things together because there's some, at least for me, I have some irregularity in my eye right there, like my eyelid right there. And my, well, discoloration, I guess, not irregularity. And I just find that that kind of melts it away a little bit more. And I use just a tiny, tiny bit. I've got something here. There we go. If your eyes are really close together, I think that would be a bad thing to do, but I think I'm about average as far as the spacing of the eyes. You might think different. I've never thought about that much. Okay, so there we go. I like this so far. I think we're going to do the brow bone and then do the inner lid. There's not a lot for brow bone highlight, so I'm going to mix two colors. I'm going to mix this one and this one. So number 1 and number 4. Hopefully that will look good. It's just the number 1 is just too yellow and the number 4 is just too pink. So hopefully together they will make it a good color. Okay, I'm okay with that. So I went in with both the first time, and then the second time on the second sweep, I just went in with a little bit more of the yellow. I think that looks okay. All right, so now in with the shimmer, and I was keeping the shimmer for last because that's the most exciting part, I think. Going to go in with my angled brush, and we're going into this second color right here. Okay, as I've said before, I'm going to use my finger. Actually, I'm going to use my pinky because it is the inner corner. Okay, I like this. I'm going to be using this brush, here it is, on my lower lash line with some of the shadows that I was using today, and just get a little bit of a match from top to bottom. I'm going to go in, I think, with the deeper color from the crease and also with this one that was the outer lid color, but I'm going to be using it in the center lid, I think. Let's try it out. Actually, I changed my mind. I'm using the deeper color all across, and then I'm going to use the shimmer just on the outer just to tie the shimmer a little bit into the bottom here. I think that's going to look better. Do you ever do that? You end up doing your eyeshadow, you think you know exactly what you're going to be doing, and it's, as you apply the color, you kind of go, no, I think this is going to look better. I do that all the time, even on camera. Okay, so yeah, okay, I might do that differently next time. What I'm noticing is having put the deeper color down and then the shimmer on top, look at the effect on the lower lash line compared to up here. This is more intense as far as the shimmer, so I think I am learning something here. So I would put this color over this color, not this color on its own. So yeah, it's definitely, it looks more deep fuchsia compared to more of a plummy shimmer. And I think that's really flattering. So that would be a really good pairing. So I'm going to keep that in mind for another look. Okay, I really like that. I think this looks really good. Just going to go back in here and even out the pink a little bit. I think the brow bone application changed things a little bit. Okay, I am really liking this look. So we are going to go for eyeliner and mascara next. Okay, I think I'm going to use the NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in 619 Rust. Looks like this. I've got a swatch right there in between those shadows there. I think it goes really well with what I've got here. I'm trying to use as many NYX products as I can. I am going to attempt to use the NYX Très Jolie gel pencil liner, but I think it is kind of drying out. This is going to be the last time I try it. If it doesn't work today, it's done. And then the Fierce Flicks from Ciaté. I'm not going to do a wing. I'm just going to follow the top of my lash line. So I think these three are going to give me a decent eye look. So we're going to try that. Okay, so I think that maybe the Très Jolie, whatever was the dry tip of it, I think it's getting better. It's still a little bit tough to put on, but the fact that I was able to put it on all the way up to the inner corner tells me that I might be okay to keep using it. So we'll see how that goes. I'm going in now with the 619 in Rust by the NYX. It's the Jumbo Eye Pencil again. I've not really used these on my waterline before, so just curious to see what the staying power is on these, if any. If there is no staying power, I'm probably going to change it out for an Urban Decay 24/7 Glide On. That's the pencil that I have the most of. And I might go for something like Alkaline in the waterline. So if you have some of those, you might have Alkaline, pardon me, to do the lower waterline. Okay, so that's what that looks like. I like it. So far, the look's really coming together, right? Okay, let's go with the Ciaté Fierce Flicks. So that pencil, or not pencil, pen looks like that. It's starting to dry out a little bit on me, but it still works, so let's go for it. Oh, I have some fallout, man. Whew. Have to clean that up. So I'm not doing a wing, but I go a little bit wider at the tail end of my eye here. Being careful not to drag it down, though, past the lash line, because that can give you droopy eyes, a look of droopy eyes, and that's never good. Okay, other side. Okay, I think I went a little bit thicker than I thought I would, but I think it looks okay. So let me just wipe off some of that fallout, and we are going to go to mascara. My hand is looking very interesting at this point. I'm going to be using the Cils Booster XL by Lancôme, and the reason I'm doing that is the Worth the Hype NYX mascara. Spoiler alert, I'm not finding is all that much worth the hype if you're looking for volume. So this is a primer, and I don't want to do a bunch of coats with the NYX. I have this primer, so that's fine. Does it make my lashes look nice, the NYX mascara? Sure, but it ain't no Monsieur Big or Still a Huge, I'll tell you that. Those right now are my favorite. And I keep thinking I like one over the other and back and forth, and frankly, they're just both really good. So if you can catch either one of them on sale, good for you. I have to say that another one that intrigues me is the NARS Climax. I just wish those names, like, come on, people. I don't understand why we need to sexualize makeup to the extent that makeup brands do with the names they choose. That's embarrassing. Who wants to call a mascara Climax? I don't know. So, that's probably what's kept me from trying it. Well, obviously that and the price tag. At least with NARS at Shoppers Drug Mart here in Canada, if you are a points collector, at least you can get 30% off the price of the makeup in points. And the points are great. You can use them for groceries or all sorts of things. So it's you can save some of the ouch by shopping at the drugstore. And NARS at the drugstore, that's pretty awesome. Okay, I put 2 coats of the primer, as you saw. I don't normally do that, but like I said, NYX doesn't do very much on my lashes, so okay, I'm just going to give this a second, and then we will apply this puppy. So you will never really see my hair in this kind of a natural state. It looks pretty funky as it's drying because the gel kind of makes the hair a little bit crunchy until I kind of tease it out a little bit. Not tease it out, but just kind of scrunch it out a little bit. Okay, let's try the mascara. I just didn't want to put the mascara on too quickly as the primer was drying. It's a very dry mascara, by the way. Not everybody's going to love that. A lot of people, I understand, like the wetter mascaras, and I am not a fan of wet mascaras. So dry is fine by me. The one, though, that has had a lot of flack for being a wet mascara is the Perversion Mascara from Urban Decay. But I actually like it because within 2 weeks, it becomes really great. It's just if you can make it past those 2 weeks, then I think it becomes quite a good mascara. Again, for any mascara I'm talking about, I would never pay 30 or 32 bucks for a mascara. I just want to be clear. But I'm opportunistic, and when I have my favorites and they become available for either in a kit or on their own for a really good price, then I'm good to get that mascara. I think this look warrants lower mascara as well, so I'm going to take out the Annabelle Skinny. This is the other mascara I'm working with, and I really like the wand. It is great for the lower lash line. And I always pinch the bottom of my lashes, the tips of my bottom lashes, if I can speak, just because I find that my lashes are too long and they look clownish. And I'd rather pinch off the extra and still have mascara on my lashes. Some of the Worth the Hype got onto my lower lashes there. Yeah, that's even. Okay, so there is the final look. I'm okay with it. The only thing, I guess, is lips, right? I haven't done that yet. I don't have that much in lip products from NYX. Let me try this one. What's this one? Natural. Oh yeah, okay. So I'm going to be using this one, Natural. This is is the color I'm going to be using. So I'm just going to wipe off the lip treatment that I have on my lips right now. It's just the fresh lip treatment, if you're wondering what it is that I had on my lips earlier. Just a little sample that I have as I'm slaying my samples stash. If you're curious to see what I'm doing with my samples, I'll put the video right here. I am going after it. I have so many. I have a shoebox full and I'm just going for it. This is the year of the using up of the samples. I did an okay job last year, but I also bought a lot. So I get to do it all over again. It's one of the benefits of a no-buy. I end up being able to use a lot of the stuff that might otherwise get ignored. So you'll notice I'm completely filling in my lips. And I love NYX pencils for that. They are so smooth. Okay, I certainly went for the overdraw today, but that's all right. Okay, so what I'm going to do along with this, and I'm going to use the Wet n Wild clear lip gloss, and I'm going to be pairing all of these NYX pencils that I have with that gloss, just because I don't have, like I said, a whole lot of NYX lip product, and it is my no-buy. Otherwise, I probably would have gone to get a couple. Okay, so this is the, oh, I forgot to show you, sorry. It's going to have a little discoloration because I've been using it with pencils, but this is the lip gloss. And does it have a name? Probably not. But yeah, from Wet n Wild. This is it. Just a typical wand. The only thing with the applicator is I find I have to go in 4 times. To get enough product, because I'm trying not to rub off any of the NYX lip liner, so I'm kind of more like dabbing the applicator or very lightly swiping it, as opposed to how I would just do for a lip gloss or a liquid lipstick, where I'm not trying to protect the color underneath. But yeah, this is the final look. I hope you like it. Again, this is the Ignite palette. I have to say, as far as a first/second impression, I like the look that I came up with. It is, I think it's sexy, sultry, dramatic, all of the above. And if you have brown or green eyes, I think it would look quite nice. So there it is. Yeah, boy, am I happy I did a second try at that first impression, because this is so much better than the first look. Thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it very much. And I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.